Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Steve. So, Carmelo Anthony just came out and said that 2017 was bittersweet for him. And when I sit back and think about it, it's like obviously it was bittersweet, Melo. We know this, Carmelo, but we also need you to just focus on the future because you're finally on a good team that can actually do well in the NBA playoffs. You guys can actually succeed and go on to the NBA finals. Maybe if you guys can beat the Golden State Warriors in a best of seven, that's going to take Paul George doing his thing, not being 0 for 15. It's going to take Carmelo Anthony playing like 2013 Melo, and it's going to take Russell Westbrook, being efficient, because that's all that matters is efficiency. You can average a triple-double all you want, but if you're going to shoot 40% from the field and have 10 turnovers, it ain't going to matter. You're going to have a quadruple-double in terms of turnovers and points and rebounds and assists. We can't have that, okay? And we can't have Melo, having 14, 15 points. We need Carmelo scoring 25 to 30 points, because in order for this team to beat the Golden State Warriors, they're going to need to do something special, and it's going to take all three of their big three in that order: Russ, Melo, PG, for this team to succeed. And I'll sit here, I'll tell you this right now. I agree 100% with Carmelo Anthony that 2017 was bittersweet, because I was a part of it. Now, 2017 was the best year of my life, but I'll sit here, I'll tell you this right now. Seeing what happened with the New York Knicks in 2017, let me tell you this right now. In the summer of 2016, when I first made this channel, the New York Knicks acquired Derrick Rose, we acquired Courtney Lee, we acquired Joakim Noah, and I'm sitting back, and I was upset that we lost Derrick Williams, but I thought about it, I was like, you know what, we got D Rose, we got Noah, we got Courtney, maybe that'll make up for it. And, we start off the season pretty solid. Derrick Rose goes missing for like a week, and things start falling down. We start off the season really good. Sort of like what we did in the beginning of this year. Start off the season real good. It's looking good in the playoffs. And then 2017 hits, and it's all downhill from there. Like, I don't get it with my New York Knicks, man. And I'm not going to sit here and harp on the past with Melo and the Knicks, because, that's just very bittersweet, using Melo's own words. But I was there. We were all there seeing what Melo was going through with Phil Jackson, the ups and downs with that girl. I think she lied, too, saying that was Melo's baby, ruined Lala and Melo's relationship. Can't imagine what their son was going through. Because if you ever, majority of, I'm not going to say us, because I can't speak for anyone out there. I hate when people speak for me. But I'll sit here and tell you this. If you grew up in the inner city, most likely, you probably grew up with your mom. You probably don't have a father figure in your life. I'm not trying to, I'm just saying that's the way it is. That's the way it was for me. That's the way it was for most of my friends. That's just the way it is. All right? But I'll sit here and tell you this right now. When you look at Melo's 2017, it was up and down, up and down. Now, I'm not going to get into his personal life, because that's none of no one's business besides him and his family. But I'll sit here and tell you this right now. Basketball-wise, it must have been probably his roughest year in his career. I mean, that had to have been his roughest year in his career. There's the totality of having... How could you be a Knicks fan and boo Carmelo Anthony? For him to sit there and actually have his own fans boo him. And then when he's dominating the game against the Atlanta Hawks, because wherever the Knicks go, let's be real, the Knicks may be a pretty bad team. Well, not this year, but wherever the Knicks go, the majority of that crowd are fans of the Knicks, unless it's like the Cavaliers, the Warriors, the Thunder, unless it's like a pretty solid team. But if it's a garbage team like the Sixers or the Charlotte Bobcats, I know they're the Hornets, but I mean the Hornets, but I'm still gonna say the Bobcats because they're garbage regardless of what name they have. Whether they're the Atlanta Hawks, the Boston Celtics, not so much anymore the Boston Celtics, but actually Boston has a pretty strong fan base. But you get the gist of it. Where the Knicks go, you don't believe me, just watch the Knicks on live TV or just watch highlights of them. Whenever they're on the road, a lot of the fans on the road are wearing Knicks jerseys. Okay? So when he's playing against Atlanta, they were booing him in the beginning of the game. The Knicks fans were. And when he starts dominating and getting air ones and no calls but still making shots, and then this is the foul. Remember this. That's a foul. But yet his headband gets knocked off and it's not a foul. All this is happening. Then they want to start cheering him. What did he say? I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't care about your cheers. F you. You gonna boo me? That's how I feel about you, straight up. You know, like, come on, man. Like, Melo's Melo. He's really, his personality is like his name, but let's not forget where this dude grew up. All right, he didn't grow up in New York City. He lived there for like a couple of years. Then he grew up in Baltimore. So let's not forget where this man grew up. Okay, so let's be real for a second. He don't care. You boo him, all right. You know, it's forget you then. You know, so going through all of that, and then, you know, oh, we got to trade Melo, got to get rid of him, we don't want Melo, he's garbage, and then his teammates backing him up, but then at the same time, the GM of the team is not backing him up, so it just created just a hellhole in the locker room, and Melo's like, I can't. You know, let's just talk, man, it's time to move on. Yeah, that's when Melo eventually came out and said it's time to move on. So he moved on, and it's like, you know what? Now I'm on a solid team. And at first it was like, I want to go to Cleveland or I'm going to Houston. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. I got to say so. That's where I'm going. So they're trying to do that. The league blocked the trade for Melo and Paul George to Cleveland. I wonder why. Because that team, obviously, if Melo... I don't even care if Paul George is... If Melo and LeBron were ever on the same team, that would be... You know what most people don't know? Is that Carmelo was supposed to be on that Miami Heat team. It wasn't supposed to be Chris Bosh. It was supposed to be Carmelo Anthony. But Melo messed up and signed a rookie extension, which is why he couldn't, he wasn't a free agent until, I think it was 2011. All right? That's why he forced a trade with the Knicks. Actually, I don't remember exactly how it worked out, but I know he signed a rookie extension. I think it was like a 2-year rookie extension till 2011. Right? It was supposed to be LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Carmelo. Could you imagine all of those three in their prime on that team? We're just... I mean, come on. You know, they would have... Even if LeBron disappeared in the 2011 finals, they would have never lost because Dwayne Wade showed up. He averaged 26 points per game. Melo would have averaged 30. 2012, they would have swept OKC. 2013, they would have swept San Antonio. 2014, swept San Antonio. LeBron, D. Wade, and Melo would still be on the Miami Heat. But let's not focus on the what ifs, because what ifs are what ifs, right? But I sit there and I tell you this right now. The league blocked that trade because if Melo and LeBron were ever on the same team, regardless on if they're out of their prime, it's over. Come on, it's over. It's a wrap. Game over. Finito. Bye-bye. That's it. Simple. Simple as that. The game would be done. All right, but I sit there and I tell you this right now. He got traded to OKC, and it's like, okay, I'm finally on a good team. But even now, it's the ups and downs. And now he's like, okay, I'm not the number one option anymore. I'm the second and third option, depending on, you know, the game and the time. And, you know, it's just it has to be bittersweet for him. Could you imagine going from, he's still the guy. Like, he still has the say-so. And he still does whatever the hell he wants to do. Because he's Carmelo Anthony. But the point is that, could you imagine going from the league loving you to everyone calling you a bum, everyone calling you this. Like, people didn't do that to Dwayne Wade. People did that to Kobe, though. And it's a shame that people treat these superstar players when they start to slow down a bit. But I'll sit there and tell you this right now. Carmelo Anthony, 2018 is going to be possibly the best year in terms of winning in your career. You're going to go to Game 7 in the Western Conference Finals. You went to Game 6 in the Western Conference Finals in 2009. But now it's time to shine. Carmelo, you're going to do your thing, baby. 2018 is going to be the year for everyone, for me, for you guys, for Melo, for LeBron, for everyone. I can't really be for LeBron and Melo because one of those two have to win the championship. I don't want to see Golden State win anymore, but they probably will. 2018 is going to be my year, not in terms of YouTube, but in terms of just business and things like that. And 2018, do whatever the hell y'all want. It's going to be your year. Happy New Year's to everyone out there. I can't believe it's actually 2018. It feels like, you know, as you get older, life goes by faster. And I'm 20 years old now, man. I'm getting old. I'm getting up there in age. We getting up there in age, man. So I'll sit there and tell you this right now. Enjoy yourselves. But remember, focus on your future because that's what the present is for, to build your future. But you, man, Steve. I'm out of here, man. Peace.